whitetail's gonna run right over me.
Got him. Got him. He's hit.
Alright guys, we're back. It is opening day of the Colorado deer season for the part of the state where we live in. I got a whitetail tag once again this year, rifle. Coop's got a tag too, but he's got some football stuff he's got to do, so he probably ain't going to get to hunt too much until this evening. But we got a big cold front coming in. We had one yesterday, and today was supposed to kind of be nicer, but right now the wind's blowing. It's about 5:45 in the morning, and the wind's blowing probably about 20 miles an hour, and it's 25 degrees, so it's fairly chilly right now. I can handle the cold. I hate the wind, but we're gonna try to make it work. Anyways, we got a big cold front coming in tomorrow, and these deer, what we've been scouting. Hope you guys can see me kind of wearing low. These deer we've been scouting, I didn't get as much scouting in as I'd like to, but what we've been seeing from the last couple of nights is that the rut's right around the corner, it's looking like. I seen a young buck bird dogging the other day, and then last night there was an older 8-point even pushing does around. So that's always a good sign. So usually strategy here, we just set on a creek that I usually get permission on. We got a couple other spots we can check, but we just set on a creek and grunt and rattle, and the best luck we've had is in the evenings. But it's opening morning. The wind is not how I like it. Usually I like a west wind on hunting this spot. We got a south to southeast, and I don't know how we're gonna set up on it yet. I guess we better make up our minds, but we're just waiting on Jet. So alright, new update. We were supposed to leave at 5:45. I was here at 5:35. It's now 6 o'clock. And I text my cameraman, Jet, which you guys have seen more than once, on where he's at. And the excuse in the text is, I'm reading it right now. My bad, Mom didn't wake me up. His mom didn't wake him up. That's what we got. So, Cameraman of the Year was going to go to him, now it's not. I don't know who else it'll go to because nobody else films. But I think he's starting to come, maybe. He might be headed this way, but his bad, his mom didn't wake him up. So, and all I hear is this crap of when I'm 2 minutes late, how much crap I get. But here we are, 15 minutes. And I texted him when I got here that I was here. So we'll get his excuse when he gets in here. But
don't get mad, but I was asleep.
I'm mad, Sam.
Well, yeah, what are you going to do about it?
How are we supposed to go get snacks before daylight if you're late?
You weren't going to leave me, I know that. It is cold, boys. It's a little bit frigid.
20 minutes late.
Oh yeah, like I haven't ever waited on you for 20 minutes in my life?
but I had to hear about it afterwards.
Oh, I'm hearing about it now, aren't I?
You didn't bring us coffee?
No, I didn't have time. I was asleep and it was 5:57. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, shame on me, right?
Yeah, it's your fault. Not your mom's for not waking you up.
Yes, it was. I told her to wake me up at 5:30.
You don't have an alarm on your phone?
Well, I thought I usually don't have to set an alarm. I'm usually up and ready to rock. Well, let's go shoot a deer now.
Alright, let's rock and roll. Alright, well, we're a little later than what we wanted. We're about 10 minutes late due to my cameraman. It's his fault, and I'm blaming him 100%. But we're in here. The wind's not how we wanted it, but we're just going to ease down where we've been seeing a bunch of deer and just kind of see what happens. And so we're just going in kind of blind, more or less, right now. That's the cameraman. He's the reason we're late. You got anything? It's cold. Alright. See, we're going to circle up and around to this big field where we've been seeing a lot of deer. We've already seen deer coming in here. So it's just kind of, man, this morning the idea is to just kind of find some. We're not going to bust them out here. It's only open in the morning. So this evening's when I really want to start. But we're just going to see what happens. You cold? He's shivering. Alright, let's go. That's the chocolate horn bucket.
Is it?
I can't tell.
Don't stir it.
What? I don't care about your profile picture. Alright, well, we're back at the house. It's about 10:30. Mainly we just kind of did some driving around after we made that quick walk this morning, but that right in there looked really good. We seen a lot of deer this morning. I guess last time we was talking to him, there was some people, a guy who had permission on the same land we did. They shot a decent 8-point, probably 130, 140 class buck. We went over and talked to them for a little bit, looked at their buck. But that wasn't the buck that we seen. That buck we seen was pretty nice. He was just so far away. And there's a kind of a bottleneck where the fields and the creek come together right there. And I swore we could get ahead of him and cut him off. And I don't know if he bedded down out there, if he left. I don't know what happened, but I don't think he's too far away. But so the plan of the night is we drove around, checked some other spots, but we really like there better. And we're going to go back and sit one of my... I'd rather have a west wind, but we ain't going to get it. So we're just going to have to sit at another spot where I've had pretty good luck over the years, and it's just a little bit down from those fields where all those deer are. And so we'll see. They're starting to rut, and this cold front tomorrow is really going to push them into rut, I think. So we're going to see if there's any deer down there tonight, and if it doesn't pan out, or if we're just not seeing much, we're probably going to start setting back down by where we were this morning. But that's the plan. So we're going to take a little break and probably get back after about 3 o'clock this afternoon or something, go get set up. So we'll see you after a while. Coffee, check. Cameraman, check. What else? Check.
It's cold.
It's cold. Check. We got the rut should be here and the cold front's here, and it's sleeting a little bit. So we're gonna head out.
Where'd you set my phone?
Somebody was on time this morning. What?
I haven't set my phone.
I didn't set your phone.
Yes, you did.
I did not. I didn't even know you set your phone in here.
You don't get your flashlight, boy. Don't.
Well, I'm
help
kind of
it.
making
Found
it. Oh, it was right in the seat, wasn't it? Anyways, we're gonna get headed out and set up yesterday morning where we seen that one pretty nice buck. I want to get a better look at him, and
Yep.
we'll see what happens. So, God Almighty!
Oh,
Did you slip?
yes, that step is slick. Woo! Ow, that one hurt. Oh.
Anyways, we'll catch you guys after a while. Okay, so it's about 30 degrees. We got a north wind. We're watching right here where we seen that really nice buck yesterday morning. And the way they was all looking yesterday, the rut should be kicking off. So, but we haven't seen a deer, so that's true. But we're gonna start doing some crowding and rattling. We got a big cornfield right up here to our south down here. Hopefully that wind's kind of keeping out of it. Ain't going northeast, but or hit it. What direction? Going south Hopefully it's going southwest. And there's been a lot of does out there. Another guy that had permission here shot a young 8-point over there yesterday.
Oh, I thought it was old.
And so all the does have been over there. So hopefully these bucks will be cruising right here in this bottleneck towards that field.
They're just a baby. Okay, turn the camera off, that way we don't run down. What's that?
God, I got grass all over it. Okay. We was lucky enough we finally got a west wind today between these snowstorms. And we were able to sit, one of my favorite places to sit on this property. We got this big bluff here, and it overlooks this creek bottom. We'll show you guys in a minute. But we got a small cornfield, probably 600-700 yards from us. We can watch it. We can watch. There's a big cornfield, probably three-quarters of a mile down the creek that way. There's another cornfield that way. So we got up here and we already seen there's a good scrape in here. So we've been seeing lots of does all season, but we just haven't seen. We see maybe one shooter buck, but hopefully tonight's gonna change things. Hopefully the rut's about to kick in. So we're gonna set up and start watching. Just try to wait them out. Maybe grunt around a little bit too. We'll see what happens.
Like, how many does can be around this place?
What's that one? I don't know, but there's a lot. Buck to doe ratio's bad around here.
Yeah.
Need some doe management.
Gold teeth. We'll just...
There's the bucks.
Oh, here he comes.
He's looking at us. Are you filming?
Yep, I want him.
Let's see how close I can get. Where's the does? Here they come. Look at them running right there.
You filming? I'm on the first one. Film. Live. Alright. Look at them. They look so majestic.
Okay, we got a nice buck down here. I think he's got some does pinned up. We might make a stock. They can't see your head not.
Yeah, they can.
We gotta decide what we're gonna do. Okay, so do you want an interview?
No. We can go shoot that deer. You ain't gonna shoot. Let's go.
We're gonna go make a stalk on this buck. We should have done it half an hour ago.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Just don't take me out next time.
We know where they're at.
You can bring your own camera, rattling antlers.
We know where they're at. We're gonna go get them. You quit?
Yep. I'm going to quit.
He quits. Cameraman quits. Alright, we're gonna get going. Alright, well, the buck we seen earlier making the rub is out here with some does. They're almost probably 800 yards across there. Across this big hayfield. We're going to, God, that's a big coyote track. Gonna make our way around up here. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. We're gonna try it. They're plumb across there. We gotta hurry though, before we lose light, so let's see what happens. I gotta circle around, get the wind in our favor. I still don't know if he's a shooter or not yet. He's the biggest thing we've seen so far, so let's see what happens. Alright, well, we think there's a buck bedded in here, so we gotta get going, but we're gonna slip in here and see if we can find absolutely no sign at all of deer. Nothing at all, really. So, it's looking really good. We're running out of time for tonight. We gotta get going. Alright, what's up, guys? It is Halloween. Today's Saturday, season ends Tuesday. So, second weekend of the deer season, and we have only seen one buck that might be worth shooting, and that's what we're going after this morning. We got a full moon, and it ain't getting very cold during the day, so it's tough. Everything we've seen has just been either little bitty bucks or does. And we've seen this buck 3 times now. He's just been in the distance to get too good a look at him. So it's about 6:11 right now. Shooting light will be here in about 30 minutes, so we're gonna head in there and see what we can do. So the next time you see me, I'll probably be set up. So we'll see what happens. Alright, well, it's the beginning of the last weekend of rifle deer season for the first season here. We're set up over this creek that we've been hunting all season. I'm by myself once again. So the only decent sized buck that we've seen has been using these tamaracks right here, and he's been using this straw to go back and forth to this hay and cornfield. And that's where all the does have been. So just gonna sit here and hang tight. And I'd like to get a better look at him. I don't know if he's a shooter or not, but he's the biggest thing we've seen so far. We've just always seen him in the distance though, so just gonna sit tight for a while and see if he comes by or something. So we got a big buck headed our way, but the wind's not playing right. I gotta get around over here. We gotta drop down here. They're coming right here, guys. The doe's gonna run right over me. Oh, I got him. I got him. I don't know if you guys could see him or not. 15 yards I shot him at. 15 yards. Had to shoot through a sagebrush. I'm sorry, I tried to get the camera on him, but he run right up to me. He's laying right here. Right there. Big, nice buck. I shot him at 15 yards. The camera was facing his direction, but there's a sagebrush right behind him, guys. I didn't even know if I hit him. I didn't. I shot through a sagebrush. All I could see, he was 15 yards from me, laying right there. He's nice too. He's big, heavy buck. Heavy. Boy, I tried every way to get the camera on him. He was like 80 yards from me, and he turned and run right in line with the sagebrush. Oh yeah. Nice buck. Nice. This is what, right here. Right there. Right there. Oh. You know, he ain't the biggest I've ever killed, but the way things have been going this year, boy. Wow. Good old buck. Like 15 yards, guys. Old bust. We're just gonna 15 yards right through the sagebrush. But I tried every way I could to get on the camera, but he was 15 yards from me, and I wasn't gonna be able to shoot him if I didn't do something right then and there. He was gonna win me because he seen me sitting here. But oh, here's a shell right there. Boy, I'll tell you what, we're towards the end of season, and it has just been absolutely frustrating. There's does and ducks running all over, but it's just been frustrating over and over and over. Just set and hours and hours, and just little bucks and does and just nothing big. We have not seen this buck. I think he's the one we've seen 3 times now. We've been after him and just seen him in the distance. One night we should have made a stalk, but we didn't. That was our fault, but it panned out. He's been hanging right here in this little group of trees by this cornfield, and he's either been hanging there or he's been going to that hayfield. And I knew he was probably in there because that's where I seen him yesterday morning, but apparently he was over there, and he come pushing a doe this way. And the doe run right up to us, and here he come, and he just stayed right in line with that sagebrush. But man, that is, I'll tell you what, we could have shot 8 or 9 little tiny bucks, not even decent bucks this year. Just little tiny, just average, not even average. They was just, I don't know if even they was yearlings. Just little 3x3, little 6 points, little, not even really 8 points. But boy, what a big bodied deer. We're gonna check him out. I had this buck running at me. He'll probably go about 150. Running dead at me, and I was sitting there trying to get the camera legs because I'm self-filming this morning. Jet, you shouldn't have slept in. Here, I'll unload and then I'll show you guys. But I'll tell you what, this 280 actually improved. Is doing the job on stuff this year. That's antelope and a deer I've taken with it. Both one shot. Of course, when he's at 15 yards and you shoot him right in the throat, he don't go very far. But all right, we're gonna check him out. I'm just trying to get where the sun will. You guys, my shadow ain't. But he's just old and busted up, gnarly. Definitely not the biggest thing I've shot, but you know what, this year, and getting able, I hope you guys, I was zoomed out all the way, he was just right there, but I'm gonna drag him around and then I'll be able to show you guys a little better. So, got it done finally, guys. 15 yards I shot him, right through the neck. They're kicking off the rut. They're starting to swell necks up and stuff, but he ain't the biggest deer I've ever killed, but gnarly stuff around the bottom and everything. Come running with a doe right past me at about, or they didn't even come past me, they ran right to me and shot him at 15 yards and through the sagebrush. So hopefully the film's good, but we've been after this buck trying to get a better look at him for basically all season, and just we've seen him 3 times this season and haven't just been too far each time. And I knew he was somewhat decent, but we just ain't seeing we're seeing the numbers this year. We just ain't seeing the big bucks. We're hunting a full moon and we had a cold snap last weekend and some weather move in, but then it got warm, and we just lots of does. Just I think the bucks are moving at night, but it's Halloween, and finally got it done. So just a couple days left in season, but so hopefully the footage is pretty good, and I'll bring that camera around the way the sun's. I thought maybe the sun would shine a little better, but I'm looking at it in the camera and it's not doing the best. But so, but I don't know how old he is. He's probably about a 4-year-old buck, but just it's been hard hunting, but it paid off. Be patient. So we could have shot a lot of little bucks or does by now, but we stuck with it. And, well, I'm out here on my own today, and Jet can't come and help me, and Jet can't come and help me, and so I might have to call Teef, but I guess that's all we can do. Game warden sitting there watching me on the hill, but so we're gonna get him taken care of, I guess, and get out of here. So that's about all we can do, I guess. Alright, well guys, we got some, I'm down here self filming, so I just took some pictures on the camera, try to cut out, but I don't know how we're gonna, because the pickup's plumb up over that hill way up there, and I'm just gonna have to, I don't know if I'm gonna drag him out of here, if I'm gonna call Teef. Jet can't come, Coop's shoulder's hurt, so I'm kind of on my own. Dad's leg's broke, so we're gonna figure something out. I might have to drag him out of here, but anyways, keep going. Let's see if this ain't gonna be fun. Alright, so I made a trip back to the pickup, took the gun back, got the buck right there, big bodied, huge bodied actually. Like I said, he'll probably go high 140s, 150 maybe, but went back and got the knife because I have no help and he's too heavy to drag out of here. So I'm gonna quarter him up down here. I'm not gonna mount him, maybe a European mount, but just give you a little look at his horns and stuff. Just got old gnarly stuff around the bases. So you know, I guess if you wanted to call him a 10 point, you could, because I'd almost count that as a point right there. So, well, phone's ringing, so I'm gonna answer it and see what happened. Alright, well, it's done. Got him all quartered. I'm down here by myself. I took 2 hind quarters and a front quarter already up to the pickup. A little improvising here, how to get the back straps and tenderloins out if you're ever stuck in the middle of a ranch. You can't get the pickup down here. Inside that bundle of deer fur is the back straps and tenderloins. Tied it up with some hay string. I don't know if it's going to work or not. We tried it, hoping to make it out of here in one trip. All I got to do is get the camera, the antlers, a front quarter, and that bag, or the fur thing with the back strap stuff. So hopefully it'll work out. But you know, it's been one of the hardest seasons I've ever hunted down here. The numbers were good, just not mature bucks. So, but finally got on one and it worked out. I was actually sitting right over the edge of that bluff watching the creek, and they come from over here, and I had to slip down below the bluff and pop up, and that doe run right to me, and she seen me in blue and left, and he come run right up to me like 10 yards, and he was behind a sagebrush. I was trying to get the camera. I know it's facing in the right direction, just I don't know if you'll have to watch real careful back at the kill shot if you can see his antler sticking through there. So I'm gonna try to get out of here, get the last load. Hair's sticking all over. It's been a rough, we've been hunting hard, so probably wrap it up. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It's been a long season, but we got it done. So guess on to the next hunt. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't, if you'd please. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and just thanks for watching, and I guess we'll see you next time.